Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to Chessboard Baseball. Man, you know, this is my fifth stream of the day, and I still have one more to go. Oh man. I don't know how I do this shit to myself, to be honest, but here we are. We're back. This is Yankees versus Astros, and we're gonna do series awards. So what we typically do in these type of streams is we select the series MVP, and then hopefully my phone doesn't go off every time I say that. I don't know how else to say it without, that AI going nuts. So we select the MVP for the Yankees, the MVP for the Astros, and then the overall MVP of the series. That's how we select it, and we do that for the hitters and we do that for the pitchers. So here, and I mostly go off of rook average. That's the driver, but then rook average can be deceptive sometimes because some hitters can get really good rook average just based on process. If they have really good process but no results, then they'll have a high rook average. So that's why I kind of take everything into account. So let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna do Houston first, and then Yankees, and then overall MVP. So let's do Houston, and of course, I'm going to sort that by at least 6 plate appearances. It was a 3-game series, so 6 plate appearances means that maybe that player played 2 full games. So we'll do that, and once we do that, it becomes a little bit clear as to who the series MVP was, and it's really between Diaz and Paredes. Now, because if we look at, Jeremy Pena, although you could say he had a good series because I think he had 2 home runs. If we look at traditional, yeah, Pena had 2 home runs, but other than that, I think, is that the only 2 hits? No, he had 3 hits. But even with even with 2 home runs, Pena had the worst rook average of the team this series. 529. Yeah, that's kind of bad. After that, Cam Smith, and Cam Smith was really bad, only 5 results points. Alvarez had a pretty bad series for Alvarez standards. Oh man, I need some water. So Alvarez, yeah, so 729 rook average. It's not terrible, but not the standard we know of. Alvarez, 810 for Taylor Trammell, 846 for Jose Altuve, 992 for Christian Walker. Varsho, 1007. Varsho actually had a really good series, and so did Christian Walker. But the best two players that series, it was Paredes and Yainer Diaz. But I want to check something. So Paredes has 50 more process points. 50 more process points than Diaz, and only 1 less result point than Diaz. So let's look at traditional. And yeah, Diaz have 4 hits. Where is Paredes? 3 hits. Diaz had 2 home runs. Paredes did not have any home runs. He had 3 singles, so 3 of his hits were singles. I guess his average is so high because he walked 4 times. But yeah, Diaz, even if we look at OPS, Diaz had a 1.800 OPS, so that's crazy. So he led in OPS and he led in root average. Yeah. So Houston Astros, I think hitter MVP is Diaz. Yainer Diaz. Only nine plate appearances, but they were super solid plate appearances. So yeah, Diaz is the hitter series MVP. Now let's look at the Yankees. And I think this one's pretty easy as well. Yeah, this one's super easy. I mean, we could go Garcia. Yeah, okay, let's compare. It's between Chisholm and Garcia, I think. But let's look at the bad ones. So George Lombard Jr., not only did he have 3 errors that series, he also had the worst rook average for that series. 585 rook average with only 59, well, let's say 60% process success and 23% result success. So not a good series for him at all. Spencer Jones, so yeah, the 2 rookies were down there as far as impact this series. So Spencer Jones, 636, pretty bad. Caballero after 736, then Grisham 836. Wells had a pretty good series. 945, Cody Bellinger 964, and then of course the three monsters were Garcia Jr., Ben Rice, and Jazz Chisholm. Ben Rice has better result points and better process points than Chisholm, so I need to see what's going on here. So Luis Garcia Jr. had won by OPS 1.500 OPS, 500 batting average, but Chisholm was 625 batting average and almost there in OPS as well. Garcia has 7 hits, Chisholm 5. Both of them had 4 singles. Both of them had 2 doubles, and Garcia had 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Big difference is that Chisholm, big difference is that Chisholm walked 3 times and only struck out once, whereas Garcia struck out twice. So it's between Chisholm and Garcia. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chisholm on this one for Yankees MVP. I mean, he has 75% process success rate and 72.7% result success. That means, so he had 11 plate appearances. About 8 of them, something positive happened. Yeah, no, that's insane. So Yankees MVP Chisholm. And then overall, it's between Chisholm and Diaz. So let's look at traditional here. I'm kind of leaning Chisholm. Yeah, I'm leaning Chisholm. I think it's Chisholm. 4, 5, 7. And 2 home runs by Diaz though. 3 RBI, a walk. Yeah, I think it's Chisholm. Just Chisholm. Even though the Astros won this series, but I do think it was Chisholm. All right. That's it for the hitters. Now we go to pitchers. Let's start with Astros. It's between Hader, Wesneski, or Lambert. I'm thinking Hader. 7 plate appearances, but he was so dominant. or 7 batters faced. Incredibly dominant. No starter for the Astros really dominated too much, but Hader did. So I think Josh Hader for the Astros. Yankees. Wait, did I do? I mean, 6 is fine. We can do 3 for the pitchers. I mean, if we look at traditional, yeah, nobody did anything to Hader. 2.1 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. No hits, no walks. Yeah, it's Hader all day. For the Yankees, Chessboard. Tim Hill, no. Yeah, Elmer Rodriguez. So either Garrett Cole or Elmer Rodriguez. And I'm leaning Elmer Rodriguez. Let's look at traditional between Cole and Rodriguez. So Elmer Rodriguez had 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Cole had also 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Yeah, I think the pitcher MVP for the Yankees is Elmer Rodriguez. He had a really good outing and really good job. And overall series MVP, it's either Hader or Rodriguez. And Hader's a relief. I mean, Hader had 7 batters faced, where Rodriguez had 22 batters faced. Man, but it was 7 clean. Like nobody touched him, you know? Josh Hader, it was 7. I think I'm gonna go Rodriguez just because of the volume, right? It was an outing. He came back up from the minor leagues, and he had a really good outing against the Houston Astros. Hader was solid, nobody touched him, but it was 2.1 innings. Let's see. I mean, strikeouts. I don't know. I'm really stuck between Hader and Rodriguez on this one. Of course, I want to say Hader because he dominated, but he dominated 7 hitters. 2.1 innings pitched, where Rodriguez did 6 innings pitched, 3 hits. I mean, 3 runs, walked 2, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run. Whip was 0.83 though. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going Elmer Rodriguez only because of the volume. So that's it for pitchers, MVPs, and for the Yankees and the Astros. Again, the Astros just really didn't have a dominant performance by a pitcher other than Hader. Everybody else was eh. And the Yankees didn't either. But Elmer Rodriguez, I thought that was the best pitcher of the series. And then for hitters, same thing. I thought Chisholm was unstoppable that series. So yeah, that is it for Series Awards. So this concludes this wraps up the Yankees and the Astros with the MVP. The Astros won the series 2-1, and the Yankees face the Red Sox tomorrow. So that is it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again